See, this is the things we need to know. You got to cover it.
Hit that right there. You can see the microdosing.
That's the microdose joint. So, Robert, you were talking about the new music experiences. What are those in tech right now?
Well, one is this microdosing. VR, can you pull that video up?
Okay, you got to give me another sec. I just.
Microdosing lets you create psychedelic effects or art while listening to music and dancing. I mean, last night I was like,
Just jumping, just going.
and while you're doing that, you're clicking in space, and it creates patterns of psychedelic experiences, like in the VR headset. What's really interesting is,
That's crazy.
yeah.
So that's being made by movement.
By movement and clicking on the controllers and clicking on the touchpads, so you can change the effects. And what's really interesting is they're using this in concerts now. So they have a professional performer in microdosing, and they're creating the patterns for all the LED screens around a nightclub or Coachella style, because Coachella has 100 LED screens at the Sahara Tip, right? So if you have somebody in a vibe up front performing art while a musician is performing and putting all that stuff on the screens in real time in reaction to the musician performance.
Now you're going to have these incredible works of art that kind of take music and visual art to the next level. You were also mentioning another one.
Yeah, there's a couple. For consumers, there's a game called Audio Shield, where you listen to really bleeding edge music. So I've discovered several musicians I hadn't heard of before in there, and it's a game where balls come toward you, and you have to block them or hit them with your hands, and that's a lot of fun. It gets you into dancing, same kind of thing.
Are you using these for that?
Not yet,
one?
not yet. These are new, just released just announced by HTC. They ship in a quarter. They ship in 3 or 4 months. These are the trackers that go onto things, so you can track these in 3 dimensions. So you got guns, you got gloves, baseball bats, so you can have a baseball cage and put them in the VR. Now you can play baseball on VR.
But you're a champion of VR, and I've been to a couple of panels out here, and the publishers of content seem to think that it's about 2 years away.
Yeah.
And that people
when you
have
say
to
publishers, you're talking about Hollywood people?
Yes, like Hollywood, digital Hollywood is what I'm looking for.
They need 100 million headsets sold, and nobody's sold that yet. So to build like a Star Wars movie that costs $100 million, right? That's where that's coming from.
But do you think like this will be normal, like how this is normal now?
In 2 years, you're gonna have a lightweight piece of glass.
Kind of like Google Glass was.
Way better than Google Glass. And Apple's working on some, ODG is working on some, and Realize they're working on Facebook. Loomis is working on some glasses that'll be announced soon. Loomis makes optics, right? And they're working with ODG, I believe. This is secret stuff, but I figured it out.
All right.
They weren't happy that I figured it out. But they're making a 4-ounce glasses that'll be announced soon, like within the next quarter probably. And Apple has glasses coming out with Carl Zeiss, and it's off to the races. You know, Microsoft has HoloLens 2 coming out. So this whole industry is
prime.
It's prime. You know, the content people are right. You need headsets to sell before you can really have a content industry. But I was just over at Nokia, and Nokia makes the camera that all the Hollywood people are using, and some of the videos I've seen are just stunning. So Hollywood is starting to come in.
Are those the red cameras? Or?
No. It's an Ozo. Nokia makes an Ozo that's about this big. It has it's a $45,000 camera, but it's optimized for Hollywood content creation. In other words, people who are going to do it seriously, right? With a camera crew and actors and stuff like that. They did a music video, which is mind-blowing, where they pass the camera back and forth over a crowd. It was really cool.
What are you most excited about?
I don't know that there's one thing here that I'm excited about. There's a lot of private suites that tell me that the industry is cooking.
Yep. Are we in a transition?
Yeah,
It's like that.
Well, you're starting to see devices get cooler like this, so you don't have a cord anymore. So there's people working on the problems, but I think 3 years from now we're going to see a new set of glasses. What's really going to be, I think, this industry is going to split into two pieces. One that most people experience VR on a mobile phone. It's like an iPhone.
Right.
The next iPhone will be 7 months from now. This stuff is going to be for high end, for VR arcades, for marketing activations, for rich people, right? If you got $3 grand sitting around, this is a lot of fun.
Right.
But you gotta have a space for it, and you gotta have a cool wife who will let you put 2 little boxes on your walls.
Put the sound in motion.
The tracking, there's 2 boxes on the wall that builds a virtual area that you can walk around in and
So cool.
kickbox or whatever. Right? So this is just happening. You know, most consumers, a year, 2, 3, 4, right? It'll take a while for people to see it and like it and get it. Apple is going to change that, but how deeply, I don't know. But I'd still think Apple's the story of the year. It hasn't happened yet.
But it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's a major release, right? So that'll change this industry quite a bit. And a lot of this stuff that you're seeing will come into the iPhone as well. So most of the developers here are building in Unity. Unity is the development environment, and Unity is on HoloLens, Unity is on all the platforms. So if you build a game for Vive, it should translate into the new stuff that's coming. The 6 degrees of freedom, inside out tracking. So the HTC requires these trackers on the outside looking at you. That's outside in. They're going to put cameras and sensors on the front and let you get rid of the boxes. And now it sees your room.
And makes it a real environment.
And not only that, but would show you, oh, there's a counter here, so you know, okay, you can't move. Right? If you're playing VR, you're in this, today you have to have a square area. But why do you have to have square? Why can't you do it in your kitchen? Or
Why you walking around?
Right. And the HoloLens does that, right? The HoloLens has 4 sensors that sense the room, build a map of the room, and then put virtual stuff all over it. Right? So I have a game on my HoloLens where aliens come out of the walls.
That's the joint.
They drill through the walls, they blow holes in your walls. It's
No way.
sick.